Good afternoon, ladies. Gosh, it's glorious out there. I have to say, it's absolutely beautiful weather. Beautiful. Couldn't wish for it to be any nicer. It's stifling, to be honest. It's so warm. I had the aircon on full blast on the way home and I was still warm. So it's gorgeous. Long may it continue. Lisa did put a dampener on it earlier and tell me that it was going to be 16 degrees again at the weekend and not very nice. So we'll make the most of it, shall we, girls, while it's like it is, because I don't think it's going to stick around. I mean, it will get to the point, won't it, where it'll be nice even when it's not nice, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when it's like this continuously in the summer, we actually pray for a break and some cloudiness just to make it a bit cooler. And I have to say, I am, look at that, swollen already. Soon as the warm weather comes, that normally just slips straight off my finger and it's a bit big, if I'm being honest. Look, can't get it off. That's the downside to this warm weather. I swell up like a balloon. Having a half day so I can watch your live this lunchtime. Wonderful. You've picked a really good day to have half a day as well because it's gorgeous. I don't know, well, I'm hoping it's gorgeous where you are. It's gorgeous in Doncaster. But yeah, everything's starting to hurt. Feet are swollen, ankles are swollen, my little toes look like sausages. Hi Tracy, great to peg wash you now. Yes, and it will dry, won't it? Super fast in this weather. But yeah, that's the downside for me. I start to get really swollen. It's my feet, they get quite painful. It's a nightmare. But yeah, I can tell how swollen I am judging by when I wear jewellery like that, when I wear rings. That was slipping off my finger yesterday. If I wiggle it, it'll come off, but I swell up like a balloon. Same when I go on holiday, when I go on an aeroplane. 9 hours at hospital, not very well, so I can't enjoy the... Oh, Julie, I hope you're all right. Afternoon, was just catching up with the earlier live. What a shock, but understandable. Yes. It's been a long discussion. It's been a long time in the decision making. But yeah, if you've not seen the unprompted earlier live, which was at, I don't know really, 11:30? Went on for a bit longer than what I anticipated. I've been in a bit of a rush since to get home and get this live to get to this live on time, should I say. But yes, we are closing the boutique. We are still going to be exactly the same as we've always been online, so it won't affect a lot of ladies, but some of the local ladies that do like to shop in store, obviously. I have a name do line as the garden isn't it? What's that? I have a name do line. What does that mean, Tracy? I've read that twice and it still doesn't make sense. As the garden is a no-go. I have name do line. Not quite sure what you're trying to say there, Tracy. But it's like this new iPhone 16 completely writes this make do line. I don't understand. Sorry. But I string a perfectly reasonable sentence together in a text, and when it sends it, I read it back and I think, what? My phone switches words about without, like, it just does it because it thinks that's what I want to say, and I'm like, I didn't say that. Now you've made me look like a complete idiot through a text. But yes, it's got a mind of its own, that iPhone 16. It's a dangerous little thing. It decides what it's going to put, even though you put something completely different. It does make me chuckle sometimes when I read my messages back because I think, people are going to think I've been drinking. Makes no sense whatsoever. Not your text, mine, by the way, Tracy. Make do washing line. Ah. Yeah, first message didn't make sense, Tracy, but you make perfect sense now. So, another day, another newbie. Absolutely gorgeous, this one. So it comes with mine. Honestly, Becky, it's a nightmare when I read some messages back, I think, what? I didn't put that. It's going to drop me in trouble one of these days. Just watched earlier. Yes, it's very, very sad, but we don't want to dwell on it. We're going to keep pushing forward. Obviously, we announced it this afternoon because we felt it was the right thing to do. We will probably mention it again on the live lounge in the morning because it's probably the only time we're together properly, me and Lisa, in the week. I have the same phone. It's a nightmare, isn't it? So, yeah, we decided to announce it after speaking to Karen. Obviously needed to speak to Karen first. So for you ladies that are close to or that fancy a run out, it is a bit Becky. It's funny though as well. The boutique has gone into a 50% off sale on all items, nothing's excluded. All items in store are now 50% off the marked price. So if you want to pay Karen a visit in the boutique, we are open until the end of May. So we've got just over a month to go. We will close the doors. Is it the 31st, which is the last day in May? We will close the doors for trade-in for good at the end of the month. We'll keep price at a good level for you. What's that benefit to you ladies? Will Karen have a job? Unfortunately not, Sue. We've already broached all that on the earlier live. Unfortunately, Karen has been made redundant. I don't want to keep going over the same things. Lisa will probably want to address it again tomorrow. But we did talk about it in depth at 11:30 this morning. My friend from Chester has reread my text and she doesn't understand Barnsley slang. Well, I'm kind of Doncaster. I was actually born and raised till I was about 9 in Goldthorpe, which is not too far away from Barnsley. You've got Goldthorpe, Thurnscote, Barnsley. So that my parents originate from Goldthorpe, which is a little pit mining community, not too far from Barnsley. So I do completely and utterly get the Barnsley slang. It's not for everybody and some people need translation, but I don't. But yes, that's where I was born and bred, Goldthorpe, which is just a tiny little place, a full-on mining community, not too far away from Barnsley, kind of in between Barnsley and Doncaster. And then my parents moved, well, actually, I don't know if you ladies from the area, my parents moved from Goldthorpe when I was about 9-10 years old to a place called Clayton, which is a completely different kettle of fish. It's an absolutely beautiful little village, and I think at least one of our customers is from that area. I don't think she still lives there, but it transpired she was actually my neighbour when I lived at Clayton, which is an even tinier little rural village, absolutely beautiful, like through Thurnscote and just like up the road, and it's completely different out in the sticks, proper country. And I went to school in a place called Hooton Pagnell, which is another beautiful rural village. And then we moved to Barbara, which is where my dad's home is still now. I mean, my dad's in hospital at the moment, and we're not quite sure what the outcome of all that's going to be, but he still lives in Barbara. Yes, I'm from Thurnscote. Nothing wrong with Thurnscote. Barnsley, Thurnscote, Goldthorpe, just up the road from me, lovely place. Which one, Sue? Which one? So Goldthorpe, probably not so much. From what I can remember, I was very young when I left there. My auntie had a newsagents called Clues Newsagents on the main drag in Goldthorpe. That's my mum's sister. My mum used to work there. I've spent many a time in that shop eating Monster Munch, sat on a stool and being told to be quiet while my mum's working. Especially if I was off school poorly, she used to have to take me to work with her, bless her. So yes, I grew up in Goldthorpe till I was just about 9-10 years old, then moved to Clayton and then Barbara. And then I moved away, Harlington. Hello, Caroline. Yes, you're from Harlington, which is the next village down from Barbara, literally walking distance. I used to walk it many a time with the dog. Clayton and Barbara. Yeah, lovely places, absolutely beautiful. I'm a country bumpkin at heart, out in the sticks, that's where I grew up. Very privileged, it's beautiful out there, but very isolated. Where do you get your glasses from? These were from Pop Specs, which is a pop-up place, and they've got them all over the country. So they are literally just a pop-up stall. I got these ones from York, MacArthur Glen, but they have got a place in Meadowall, and if you Google Pop Specs, it should come up with the nearest place to wherever you are in the country, Linda. But they're very inexpensive, and if you take a pair of your original glasses, they'll take your prescription off your glasses, or a written down prescription. And as long as it's just a reading, like a single vision, not a very focal, they can do it within 20 minutes, put your lens in, go for a coffee, and they're ready when you come back. And I think £70 for the frames and the prescription, which is not bad at all. I won't use like Specsavers and that ever again because they're just so expensive compared to the places like Pop Specs. Obviously I'll still go, they don't do prescription, they don't do your eye tests. It is literally like a little pop-up booth. They're tiny really, but you will still have to go and have an eye test somewhere and then take your prescription with you if you want to buy any of their frames. They've got lots of different ones and they're very inexpensive, and I think the second pair has got 20% off as well, something like that. So that's where I get all my frames from now, Pop Specs. Although these ones clearly show that my ears are wonky. They don't sit straight on my nose. Is it my ears that are wonky or is it these? I don't know, but I don't tend to wear these ones very much. They're quite heavy on my nose, whereas the other ones that I've got, they weren't from Pop Specs actually, these ones. I think these were Specsavers, but these are a lot lighter. I don't know why I've got them ones on actually. They feel so much more comfortable. They're quite thick and chunky. Actually, it was Lee that saw these first and he really liked them, and I was like, I really like them as well. He went, well, you're not getting them because I'm getting them. I said, I can get them if I want. So we did. We both got the same pair, and now sometimes it's a bit of a nightmare if we've got them on together and we both put them down. He picks mine up, I pick his up, and then we're like, which is which? But yeah, they were Pop Specs, but they are quite heavy. They're quite thick and heavy. Hi Mel, good afternoon, are you alright? Look at them glasses in Saturday in York outlets and got, yeah, they're right, and they're really inexpensive as well. So if you need glasses, girls, I would highly recommend Pop Specs. The service with them is really good too. Right, so Katie is new on. Your different glasses are lovely. I've got lots of pairs all over the house, and yet somehow I still manage to be without a pair of glasses at times, which is bonkers. Like today when I went to the boutique, I forgot to take a pair of glasses in my bag. These are another pair from Pop Specs. They're a bit dusty. Not had them on for a while. I can't really see through them. They're proper dusty. That's because of all the clothes and the dust in the room from the clothes. They were Pop Specs. And these ones, in fact, I think all of these are. You can tell I had a bit of an addiction for new frames at one point. They're Pop Specs as well, I think. And then ones. And then I've got a couple of other pairs that were from Specsavers, but I won't shop at Specsavers anymore because I think they're ridiculously expensive for what they are. And the last time they got my prescription completely and utterly wrong. I'm going to leave them on because I'm sweating quite a lot today. It's really, really warm. And you'll know, you spec wearers, when you're hot and you're sweaty, you know, your glasses slip down your nose, don't they? And the heavier they are, the more they slip down your nose. So this is the Katie. This has gone live today. It's absolutely gorgeous. Got that lovely little bit of fluting to the, almost like a cap sleeve, this one. And it's in lots and lots of different colours. I nearly put blue on. I was like, oh, look at you. And then I thought, no, I'm going to put this on. It's like a plum, like a red winey plum type of colour. I don't know whether we've classed this as magenta. Sorry to confuse you all. But there's some gorgeous, gorgeous colours. So we've got the royal blue. We've got the, I think we're going to class that as either light or sky blue. You can see them together. We've got that really, really gorgeous, what I call Kermit the Frog green. You've got the classic white in this one. And they all come with these lovely little necklaces. And then you've got, I'm going to have to do these in sections because we've got that many. Orange. Do you have enough glasses? Never. And I tell you, there's times when I still can't find a pair of glasses. Like today when I went to the boutique, I'm like, I cannot believe how many pairs of glasses I've got and I haven't got a pair in my bag. I have usually 1 or 2 pairs at the side of the bed, 1 or 2 pairs downstairs for me to look at my phone if I'm sat watching the telly. I've got a pair in the dining room for when I'm doing labels for my clothing, and then I've got pairs on the windowsill up here. I use eye makeup primer on the bridge of my nose and it stops. Oh, really? Okay. I have primer all over my face. It still doesn't stop it slipping. What do you use? Has it got like super glue in it? Then you've got orange in this one. You've got the lighter. So I think that'll probably be, good afternoon, Kaza, light and dark lime or light and dark green. Let me just show you those side by side. Thanks, Mel. So light and dark there. You can see the difference in those two. Absolutely beautiful, both of them colours. Let me just separate them because I want to make sure I show you all the colours. And then you've got shades of blue, me too. Then you've got the pink, you've got red, you've got black. Classic black goes with absolutely everything. And of course, You've got mint. Beautiful. Khaki. Stone. Navy. Navy looks really nice with this colour. It's like a dark magenta, this. I'm not quite sure if anybody wants to tell me what we've called this on the website, but it's a really, really nice colour. And I've just tucked it into my trousers because it's quite long, this one. It's called the Katie, and the price is just $17.99. And we've sized this comfortably up to a size 24, and it comes with this lovely little necklace. So it's got like a soft round neck, you've got the ruffle to the sleeve, and it is a really, really good length. No pockets in this one, just really lovely, loose and floaty. Teamed up with my absolutely amazing Sophia trousers. I wear these all the time. I've had them on this morning with my Valerie t-shirt and felt lovely and cool, to be honest, in these trousers. It's listed as plum, thank you. I knew I'd get it wrong. Dark aubergine, magenta, they're all very similar in shade though, aren't they, let's be honest. But yeah, this is more like an aubergine, not an aubergine, aubergine. And then you've got this lovely little, this is super lightweight, this necklace. So if you're not a necklace wearer, you probably would be all right with this one because you can hardly feel that you're wearing it around your neck. It is super lightweight, really is. So gorgeous sunset nights fabric, loads and loads of room in this one. On me, there you go, that's the extra room, so it definitely will go up to a size 24, this one, and it's just $17.99. The shirt and short set from last year's out. Or you've just found it out in your wardrobe. It's that time now. It's starting to get really warm out there, and it's time to start putting your autumn winter stock away and getting your spring summer stuff out. Oh, I thought Dolly were in the room. I keep seeing shades and shapes. How bizarre. She's nowhere to be seen. She'll be in the garden. I've left the back door open. She'll be sunbathing in the garden because she is a proper, she'll end up with sunstroke one day, that girl, honestly. What's the black, what's the back? Oh, I thought you said, what's the black like? I was like, what do you mean? The back is the same as the front. It's just scooped and plain. And do we have a seam? Yes, we have a seam running down the middle of that, a pretty invisible seam, to be fair, and it's super floaty, you can see. And I would say it's a smidgen longer at the back, but barely. It's only just a little bit longer, and scoop it at the back. There you are. I know, Julie, I know, it's a nightmare. It really is sad. It's awful. So I haven't been on, not been in a good. Oh, what's the matter, Julie? Are you okay? I thought, you know what, I were only thinking about you the other day and thought Julie's not been on a live for a while. And I'm sorry, I did mean to text you. It's just, we're all in the same boat, aren't we? I've had a lot going on as well. And it's, you know, when you've got all good intentions of reaching out to people and checking up on people, and it's no excuse, and I'm not making an excuse, and I'm sorry I've not been in touch. Sometimes I am the worst for my head being elsewhere, but I've got that many tabs open in my brain at the moment. Put all my winter clothes away yesterday, and I've taken 5 bin bags to charity. Wow. I like the plain tops. Me too. And you can always dress them up with a nice little scarf. Look at these two colours together. It was Lisa that introduced me to these two colours, and I'd never in a gazillion years would have thought about putting these colours together. But yeah, like the pistachio green with the what I'm going to call aubergine, just to be a rebel, but it is actually classed as plum on the website, and they look really, really nice together. So yeah, this top's quite oversized on me, and it starts at a 16, it goes up to a 24, and it's $17.99. I'll PM you. All right, my darling, no worries. As long as you're all right. Like I say, sometimes I can be the worst. I can be the worst. I bet some of the people that check up on me think, well, she never checks up on me. And I admit it, I'm terrible. I'm terrible with my own family at times. I get so like wrapped up in work and day-to-day life and my own little bubble that sometimes you forget to check on other people, don't you? And my mum's in a bit of a similar position at the moment because she's got all this going off with my dad. And my mum's never been like that, and that's why I know my mum's extremely stressed at the moment, because she's quite distant and she's never been like that. In fact, she's always checked in and always made sure everybody's okay. Go together well. I'd never. Yes, there you go. Thank me later for the little colour coordination there. But yeah, I know she's got... It's funny, isn't it, when you have things on your mind, when you've got things going off, how sometimes you can become quite distant, and I'm a nightmare for that. When things are upsetting me, I pull myself away and I shut myself down and I function on autopilot, but I tend to not reach out to anybody or like, what's the word, socialise even with other people. I go into myself a little bit. Made my day being looking for this top in green for last week, just ordered online. You're welcome. Love the green. Me too. It's beautiful, isn't it? But yeah, I can be... Oh, thank you, Trace. I can be a nightmare. And I'm sure everybody has their own way of dealing with things. Did I show you this bag? Let me just show you again for good measure. How lovely do these all go together? Oh, no worries, Julie. Hope you're all right. She'll get there. She's got the support of the family. This is not online yet, girls. I'm just tormenting you again, but how nice do these colours look together? The scarf is, the top is, the bag's not yet. Do you need a chuckle watching while got feet in a nice bowl of soapy water, ready for going for... Yeah, you're cleaning your feet before you go for a pedicure. I probably do the same. It's like when I used to have a cleaner and I used to tidy the house before she came. Oh God, why do we do crazy things like that, honestly? I do that as well. Think that's why I have no good friends. Probably the same. Probably the same, although I have had friends along the way that have stabbed me in the back as well, so I tend not to trust anybody. And that's just the way, sadly, life whips your bum sometimes, doesn't it? And makes you that way. But yeah, I deal with it. I get through life. We all get through in our own little way, don't we? That's more of a winter way to wear a scarf, but I'm just showing you a different way to wear it. Will you be at the pop-up shop in... Yes, I think so. Yes. Is that the one in the shopping centre for 5 days? I'm not quite sure. I just turn up where I'm meant to turn up. Lisa gives me the brief beforehand and tells me where I am and what I'm doing. So if it is, I will possibly be there for a few hours over the weekend. If it's the other one, the first one that we're doing, then I will be there all day with Lisa. So I'm not quite sure which one that is, Lisa. But yeah, there's one of them where we're doing it together and we'll be there all day together. And I think we're going to start at 12 and finish at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. But all the details of those went for a wee... What bag? Oh, this one. It's not online yet. You've not missed anything. It's not being put online yet, this tote bag, this wicker tote bag. We've got it in a neutral colour, but that's like a pistachio green. It's beautiful. No, it's the one on the 15th. Yes, that's the one where we'll be there all day. And I think the opening hours for that pop-up will be something like 12 till 7. Something like that. It'll all be confirmed anyway. Nearer the time. I think Lisa will be doing or Rachel will be doing the adverts for that any day now. I'm wearing the first dress I ever bought from LJ's. Which one is it, Sal? Oh, that's really good. It's gorgeous weather out there, girls. It's perfect dress wearing weather today. My feet are like little balloons, I have to say. I've had my Valerie in mint and these gorgeous trousers. I absolutely love these trousers, but sadly these only go up to about a size 18, and it's the top of the leg where I would say they're restricting because the waist is quite stretchy. I'm a good size 16 and there's not an awful lot of wiggle room in these, but I do love them. It's the first one. Yeah, I'll be there all day then. Well, I'll be there whatever hours we're doing, which I think is lunchtime to 7 o'clock at night, something like that. Yes, I will definitely be doing that one. Me and Lisa will be packing up and Lisa will be driving and we will be staying there together all day. And then Lisa's doing a pop-up, where did she say? Mansfield, for 5 days. And I think I'll be visiting over the weekend for a few hours to keep her company. I might get a lift there because I don't drive. Oh, me and Lee were on about this the other day and oh my God, did I chuckle. I said, if we hadn't gone on Tinder, other dating sites are readily available. But if we hadn't gone on Tinder, do you think we'd have ever met? Do you think our paths would have ever crossed? Because he's originally from Manchester, as you know, and moved to Barnsley in a previous relationship and ended up putting down roots in Barnsley. But he's lived all over. He's a bit of a gypsy, a bit of a traveller. And he said, definitely not, because you don't travel outside of Doncaster. Which is so true, but so funny. Oh my God. Sometimes I think, why have I even bothered learning to drive? Because I won't go anywhere if it's not within Doncaster's boundaries. If I go to Meadowhall, I'm like this on motorway. Oh my God, where am I going? What am I doing? What if I get off at wrong? What if I end up in London? I'm terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, yeah. No, we never would have met because I never would have ventured outside of the boundaries of Doncaster. But anyway, we did. For good or bad, I don't know, but we did. God, don't know what it's called. A white one. I may put a picture on VIP, Sal. Let's have a look. Hopefully, I'll get them bring you some cakes. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I'm always up for a cake. Right, girls, enjoy the Katie. If you want to purchase, this one is available now online and it's just $17.99. Pair it with a pair of sunset nights, pair it with a pair of jeans, jeggings, leggings, shorts, whatever you want. It's gorgeous out there. Make the most of this beautiful sunshine while we've got it, because I think it's on the turn again at the weekend. But hopefully, very, very soon, this weather will be absolutely 100% consistent and we can wear... Oh, Mandy, I make myself laugh. I'm a nightmare, I really am. And the earrings are still available as well, girls. Can't quite believe it, but we've still got some pairs of these on the website if you want the earrings as well. But yeah, it's funny. You've got to laugh, haven't you? Honestly, start raving bonkers at times. Right, I'm going, but I'm back at 6 o'clock tonight, girls. I'll be doing it from the boutique, and I'm doing 2 pieces tonight. So I am doing not 2 pieces, as in I'm only showing 2 items of clothing. I'm doing lounge sets and like dressy up sets in the matching shorts or matching trousers. So 2-piece sets tonight is what I'll be showing at 6 o'clock. If you want to tune in, have another chat and have a look at some gorgeous fashion in LJ's boutique. Right, girls, I'm going. I'll see you all at 6 o'clock tonight. Have an amazing afternoon. See you later.